Chosen one. From this day forward, you will live like a king. Everything that once weighed you down is now losing its grip. The tides have turned in your favor. You have walked through fire, endured seasons of silence, pushed forward when there was no strength left. But now, your reward has arrived. This is not just a new chapter in your life. This is a whole new reality. The version of you that the world once overlooked is about to shine brighter than ever. Royalty has awakened within you. Your spirit knows it. Your energy carries it. And the universe is rearranging itself to reflect it. You are stepping into a destiny that was always yours, but now you are finally ready to receive it. Before we dive into this powerful message, make sure you watch this video until the very end. There are breakthroughs embedded in this frequency. There is energy here that will activate your next level. Write your warmest wish and the number 777 in the comments below. This is a divine signal to the universe. This is your personal declaration that your wish is already on its way. Chosen one, let the universe feel your certainty. Let your wish vibrate through every dimension. And now, let's dive into the truth that will shape your reality. From this day forward, you will live like a king. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. Everything is changing because you are no longer the same person who started the journey. The old version of you was strong, but this new version, this ascended version, is wise, focused, and tapped into a power that cannot be explained. You've seen the dark. You've felt the cold. You've lived through lack, loneliness, and loss. But the storm didn't destroy you. It refined you. You've been stripped of illusions. You've had to let go of people, places, and patterns that no longer matched the calling on your life. You've been broken open just to find the royal gold that was always buried inside of you. And now, that gold is being revealed. Your energy has shifted. Your presence commands respect, not because you demand it, but because it is written in your essence. You are walking proof that pain births power, that purpose always finds its path, and that destiny cannot be denied. The universe recognizes your frequency now. Doors will open, people will serve, resources will appear, not because of luck, but because this was always your divine inheritance. A king does not chase. A king attracts. A king moves with quiet confidence, not because of ego, but because of alignment. And chosen one, you are aligned. You are stepping into a life that reflects your inner transformation. Abundance will no longer be a distant dream. It will be your daily experience. Wealth is no longer just about money. It's about freedom. It's about peace. It's about options. And those options are multiplying for you. No more surviving. You are now thriving. The throne is ready because you are ready. You're not just entering a new season, you are becoming the reason seasons change. From this day forward, expect honor, expect respect, expect divine appointments and connections that feel like miracles but are actually just manifestations of what your soul has always known. You are royalty, not because of what you wear or what you own, but because of who you are at your core. Your soul carries the blueprint of greatness. Your spirit walks with authority. You've been tested, and now it's time for the testimony. You've been hidden, and now it's time for the unveiling. You've been preparing, and now it's time for the crowning. This is not about arrogance. This is about sacred power. This is about walking in the fullness of who you were always meant to be. This is about stepping into every room with the confidence that you belong. Not because you were invited, but because you were born for it. Your presence will shift atmospheres. Your voice will unlock blessings. Your vision will build empires. Chosen one, the world will now respond to you differently because your energy is different. You no longer vibrate with fear. You no longer carry shame. You no longer settle for crumbs when you were destined for the feast. With God's blessings, you are invited to bless this message by giving a divine gift of $20 or more through the Super Thanks button on YouTube. Together, let's spread faith, hope, and love, bringing light not just into your own life, but also to those who need it most. Your generosity becomes a seed of inspiration and healing for countless souls. From this day forward, you'll walk with the posture of royalty. You will make decisions like a king, no longer reactive, but strategic. No longer chasing validation, but moving in purpose. You will protect your peace like it's gold, because it is. You will guard your energy like a crown, because it is sacred. You are no longer accessible to anything or anyone that doesn't honor your soul. You are no longer entertaining distractions, delays, or detours. You are focused. You are rising. You are seated in your power now. Expect overflow. Expect elevation. Expect divine clarity. You won't have to force things anymore. The right people will find you. The right doors will swing open. The right opportunities will align with precision. And when they do, you will know they were always meant for you. This is your divine setup. This is what it looks like when heaven backs your every step. You are not alone on this journey. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. In fact, you are right on time for the greatest unfolding of your life. You will no longer live by chance. You will live by choice. The king within you is awakened, and that king leads with wisdom, grace, and unwavering inner strength. There will be moments when people ask how you did it, how everything changed, how you seemed to rise out of nowhere. And you will know it wasn't magic, it was alignment. It was the result of trusting when it made no sense. It was the power of standing tall when everything around you told you to fall. It was the fire inside that never died. You were born to lead, born to reign, born to bless and be blessed. From this day forward, your life is going to reflect your inner royalty. You'll attract experiences that mirror your high frequency. You'll draw in wealth, opportunity, love, and success. Not because you're chasing them, but because they are now your match. This is what happens when a chosen one steps into divine alignment. The universe responds, circumstances bend, people align, and reality transforms. Your walk will be different. Your eyes will see through illusions. Your words will carry weight. You will no longer be moved by noise because you are tuned into divine signal. You're not here to fit in. You're here to lead. You're not here to follow trends. You're here to set divine standards. The world will start to notice the shift. They will see the crown on your life, whether you speak or stay silent. You're no longer explaining yourself. You're no longer lowering your standards. You are living like a king, and that means knowing your worth without needing confirmation. Your environment will shift. Old things will fall away. Not because you're losing anything, but because you're rising beyond what once served you. Your circle will change, not from ego, but from elevation. Your focus will sharpen. Your intentions will deepen, and your results will speak for themselves. This is the life you were born to live. A life of dignity, a life of purpose, a life of divine luxury. Not just material, but spiritual, emotional, and energetic luxury. You deserve the best because you have become the best version of yourself. You've done the inner work. You've faced the shadows. You've risen from ashes. And now, the universe is mirroring your worth. From this day forward, you are to be treated like royalty because your energy commands it. You will walk into rooms and shift energy without saying a word. You will be blessed in private and recognized in public. You will be supported by the unseen and favored by the seen. You are no longer dreaming of the life you want. You are stepping into it. You are no longer waiting. You are creating. You are no longer hoping. You are knowing. The king in you has risen, and from this point on, everything changes. Your steps are ordered. Your path is blessed. Your cup is overflowing. Your name is being spoken in rooms you've never stepped in, because the crown on your life makes an impact even in silence. The season of hiding is over. The season of struggle is behind you. The season of royalty is here. And you are ready. Ready to receive. Ready to lead. Ready to embody everything you've ever dreamed of being. Chosen one, from this day forward, live like the king you are. The world is ready for your reign. You've stepped over the threshold, chosen one. You've crossed the invisible line that separates survival from sovereignty. And now that you're on the other side, there is no going back. You're not the same. You can feel it in your bones, in your breath, in the calm confidence that now flows through you like a quiet storm. Your presence isn't just noticed anymore, it's felt. People can sense that something about you has shifted. And they're right. The shift is real. The energy you now carry speaks of legacy, destiny, and divine power. You've activated something deep within, something ancient, something royal. This is the beginning of your reign. You've outgrown the version of yourself that was content with less. You've shed the skin of the struggler, the seeker, the one who constantly asked, "When will it be my time?" That time is now. There's no more waiting. There's only stepping up, stepping in, stepping forward. Your throne is not a fantasy. It's a reality that has been waiting for you to claim it. And you are claiming it. Not with noise, not with force, but with presence. A king doesn't beg. A king doesn't chase. A king aligns, and everything else flows from that alignment. You've spent years preparing for this elevation, even when you didn't know it. Every disappointment refined you. Every delay disciplined you. Every heartbreak built resilience inside you. And now that strength is radiating from your being. It's not loud. It's not desperate. It's royal. You've learned that true power is quiet. It doesn't need to be shouted from rooftops. It walks in the room, and everything adjusts. And that's exactly what you're doing now. Adjusting the atmosphere wherever you go, simply by being fully and unapologetically yourself. From this day forward, your energy is currency. Your time is sacred. Your space is royal territory. You're no longer giving away access to people who don't see your worth. You're no longer over-explaining, overcompensating, or overextending. You are no longer seeking permission to shine. You are light, and you shine because it's your nature, not because someone told you it was okay. You are no longer concerned with fitting into places that don't honor you. You're building a kingdom where your spirit is free, and your soul is valued. This life you are entering is one of clarity. You now see who you are, what you carry, and what you're here to do. The confusion is gone. The fog has lifted. And in its place is a bold knowing. You are chosen to lead. You are chosen to inspire. You are chosen to receive the kind of abundance that rewrites generational stories. You don't just want to rise. You are the rise. You don't just talk about change. You are the change. And now the universe is matching your frequency with divine opportunities that are tailor-made for you. From this point on, you are no longer reactive. You are intentional. Every step is guided. Every move is strategic. Every decision is rooted in wisdom, not fear. You are moving like royalty, not just in the physical, but in your thinking, your discipline, your boundaries, and your habits. You're not waiting for life to hand you something. You are building it, creating it, magnetizing it to you through alignment, focus, and divine obedience. You know what's yours. You know who you are. And nothing can shake that foundation anymore. The people who once doubted you, ignored you, underestimated you, they will witness this rise. But your focus isn't on proving them wrong. It's on living right. Your attention isn't scattered anymore. Your energy isn't diluted. You've reclaimed every fragmented part of yourself. You've gathered your spirit, centered your focus, and now you move with intention and power. This is your era of excellence. This is your season of sovereignty. This is the time when your past finally makes sense, because now you see how every moment was leading you here. This royalty you're stepping into isn't about ego. It's about embodiment. It's about owning your divine identity and living from that place every single day. You're not pretending to be confident. You are confident. You're not faking strength. You've earned it. You've stared down doubt and walked through valleys of uncertainty, and now you move like someone who knows exactly who they are. That's not arrogance. It's divine alignment. And because you are aligned, you will begin to see how effortlessly the universe provides. You won't have to hustle for scraps anymore. You'll feast at tables that were set with your name in mind. You'll meet people who honor your soul without needing to be convinced. You'll find yourself in environments that feel like home to your spirit. And it won't feel shocking. It'll feel familiar. Because this is who you've always been. This is what you've always deserved. And now that you've claimed it, life is rising to meet you. From this day forward, you move like a builder of legacies. You think long-term. You create from vision, not urgency. You choose quality over noise, alignment over applause. Your energy no longer leaks into things that don't grow you. You are rooted, grounded, unshakable. Your spirit is no longer tossed around by other people's opinions. You've silenced the noise and tuned into your divine inner guidance. That's why your next steps are so clear. That's why the momentum is picking up. That's why miracles are finding you. You'll start to notice how ease becomes your new normal. Not because everything is easy, but because you are no longer resisting your own greatness. You've let go of self-sabotage. You've released the limiting beliefs that kept you small. You've said goodbye to patterns that dimmed your light. And now, your natural state is flow. Your natural state is abundance. Your natural state is regal peace. You're not fighting for your future anymore. You're flowing into it. There is nothing ordinary about the path you're walking now. Your footsteps are imprinted with purpose. Your life is echoing with legacy. Your journey is not just about you. It's about everyone who will be impacted by your rise. The people who will be healed by your words, inspired by your resilience, empowered by your example. You are not just stepping into your blessing. You are becoming a blessing to others. And that's the true mark of royalty. Leadership that uplifts, power that serves, wealth that blesses. From this moment on, you'll notice how your standards evolve. What once felt like enough will no longer satisfy your spirit. Not because you're greedy, but because you're growing. Because your spirit remembers its greatness. Because your soul refuses to settle. You were made for more. You were made to expand. You were made to rise and rise again. And now, nothing less than divine excellence will be accepted. You will live like a king, because that is the frequency you now embody. There is no more hiding your power, no more shrinking your light, no more doubting your intuition. You've stepped into the version of yourself that the world needs, the powerful, grounded, unstoppable version, the one who speaks with authority, the one who decides with clarity, the one who loves with strength, the one who walks like royalty because they know they are royalty. You've dropped the mask, you've embraced your truth, and now your life is reflecting that truth back to you. You will build what others thought was impossible. You will walk through doors others were afraid to even knock on. You will experience wealth in every form: financial, emotional, spiritual, and energetic. You will be surrounded by people who see you, celebrate you, and support you. Not because you're lucky, but because you're aligned. And everything that aligns with you will now find its way to you with grace, speed, and divine timing. You're not chasing blessings anymore. You've become the magnet. You're not running after success. You're walking in success. You're not waiting for life to happen. You're leading your life with boldness, faith, and divine authority. Chosen one, the old you has ascended. And what remains is a king who knows his worth, owns his power, and lives in full alignment with his divine path.